we look at why Obi Toppin is falling in so many reputable mock NBA drafts. Subscribe and let me know what you'd like to see next. I hope you enjoy the video. Obi Toppin is without a doubt an electrifying player. He's a great teammate, can tell he enjoys playing the game, one of the most creative in-game college dunkers we've ever seen, just showing how confident he is in his own abilities. Because he's such an extraordinary dunker and entertainer, there have been some unfair assumptions, both positive and negative, about his game that should be cleared up. First of all, his age hurts him because at 22, there's a belief about him having a low ceiling, and that's totally garbage, since GMs are so arrogant to believe they can consistently take young prospects who don't have skill but have quote-unquote potential and make them all-star caliber players. In my opinion, his player comparison is former Arizona forward Aaron Gordon. Needs to handle it a little bit better to get to his level, but he's an explosive player with the ability to shoot from long distance, little rough around the edges, not as polished as you'd like him to be, but with time, he'll be more consistent with his perimeter play and ability to attack more efficiently, both on the inside and the outside. Shooting. People just assume because of his athleticism and the way he moves, he can't shoot. If you want to know if Toppin can shoot, he most definitely can. Has a smooth release and nice rise. Just needs to become more consistent with his jump shot. He can hit shots at a high clip, pretty accurate, but for some reason he can also badly miss shots that aren't close to the rim, aren't even close to going in. He can be very hesitant in shooting wide open shots. If he fixes that in time, he could become one of the better forwards from deep in spot-up situations or pick-and-pop situations. While at Dayton, he navigated the arc very well, shooting 103 total threes and making 43 of them, almost 42%. And these aren't total line threes, these are deep threes. Very similar to how Myers Leonard can pick and pop, but in a few years, you can see him learn to go off one or two dribbles, similar to Karl Anthony Towns in isolated situations. One thing that he does have to do is shoot more threes from the corner. Most of his attempts come from the wings, which are the toughest threes you could take in the NBA due to being 23.75 feet. The NBA corner three is the most valuable shot due to a shorter distance from the rim at only 22 feet. Let's talk about his athleticism. Don't roll your eyes when I really say this, but he's not as athletic as you think. Is he explosive leaper? He gets up there, yes. But way too many times, the word athletic is focused on how high someone can jump, and that's just the wrong way to look at it. He's not very fluid in his motions, and he has issues getting low on offense and on defense. His mobility is not very good right now. He has to find a way to loosen up his joints, his flexure ligaments in his hips, legs, and back to take his game to the next level. He's elite north and south, struggles laterally, and even though he's elite north and south, if he's cut off or forced another direction, he struggles adjusting with the proper actions. So are these defensive rumors true that he's really bad on the defensive end? In short, the answer is an astounding yes. They are true. And watching him play defense is actually very troubling to me. He has a severe lack of defensive awareness on the court, and it seems like he's always gambling or out of position. Even when he's in position, he'll go through a mental lapse to get himself out of position and pretty much at the offense's mercy. And that happens on both the perimeter and on the inside. And it's troubling because it's easier to play team defense in college than in the NBA, where it requires so much spacing due to the talent on the court and the 3-second paint rules. There are tons of clips like these out there, but let's look at a couple of simple defensive lapses that never happen, even with just a little basketball IQ and awareness. First clip, there's a little cross screen and he's in a good spot, then totally bails out the offense going for a steal, leaving his teammates out to dry. Second clip, he's in a good spot again. Good angle between the man and the ball, then inexplicably has a mental lapse, allowing his man to face cut him and then score easily without dribbling. In this third clip here, once again, in a good spot, has a mental lapse and allows himself to be ducked in and pinned within 2 feet of the rim, giving up a very easy layup. Overall, he's a top 5 talent in the draft class that's not very deep. He has his glaring negatives, but what prospect doesn't? He has the ability to become a bust, but also has the ability to become one of the next great point forwards in the game. We'll see if a front office rolls the dice and takes a chance on him earlier than most project.
Dan Dockage can't guard me.